Dolphins, the greatest football team.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
You talk about this Miami defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's 2nd and 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Bills at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to play.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kenneth Grant in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And this is Cook with the grab. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
It's 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
1st down, Miami.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. In motion is Westbrook Akina. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Allen. Shakir holds it in. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You talk about this Miami defense. Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man, Westbrook Akina. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Westbrook Akina. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. dancing to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Okay. All right, go, go, go. Ready.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Achan will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Allen. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Allen. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Allen going to throw. Has his man. It's Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this 1st half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 49 yards. get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Zach Sealer on the stop. A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
56. Alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Rolling to his left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. All right, fellas.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll go with a ground attack here.
And he will get into the end zone. What a call on the reverse. It's a touchdown.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Brad Robbins now.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Take over 1st and 10. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In motion, Hill. On first down, back to H.M. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Again, it's H.M. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. 20, TX.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down.
Brown 80.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Allen. That is caught. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
319.
To the air, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tyrell Dodson buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
319.
A final shot before half for Allen.
and that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Allen going to go on 4th down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On play action, Allen on the move to his left. Here's one deep for Pickens, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On the gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The 43-yard line.
Completes to Shakir once again.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Allen going to change this at the line.
And again, it's Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now Allen.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Khalil Shakir from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to claw one back. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, that's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
In motion is Westbrook-Ikhine.
Now Tua.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And way up past across the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Up the middle, Achan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 3. Come on, 3. Kick.
Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achan. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
Out route to Hill, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A gain of 4 yards.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Hamler now on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. They'll dump this off to Cook. Dances by him. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Allen going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Touchdown!
Reggie Gilliam.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Well, design run for their wideout. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't want giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
There on the tackle, Micah Fitzpatrick.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run the counter for Cook. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The first down carry for Davis. Gets past one man. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Ray Davis, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
And it's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And there he goes, right side. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. No, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch, and what some coaches do to try and meet it halfway. Meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I can get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third down.
On third down, H.M. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
All right.
Here's a toss left for H.M.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a third and long.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. H.M. here, they stay on the ground.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Up the middle, it's Cook. works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Dolphins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.